Oh, it started recording. What the heck?
Luke Harper
What?
needs to shave, yo.
Who needs to shave?
Luke Harper.
Unbelievable. I
Who
can't
the
even
hell-
watch. I can't even watch SmackDown right now. But
Who the fuck is Luke Harper?
He's a wrestler.
What?
All
Oh,
right.
Jesus Christ, he looks like a fucking hobo.
Unbelievable.
Oh, no, what? It looks like a... He looks like
Power up.
skinnier, dirtier Mankind.
Well, that's true.
Oh no,
But
no,
we're
yeah,
live.
he
We're
look-
live. My
What?
bad.
Fuck
I hit.
yeah.
Unbelievable. We back like the Juggernaut Vicks, Alex, Lexus, Nelson, and On Your Knees coming at you with our next topic. Now, this is on the... Okay, let's paint the landscape. And we have a friend, I don't want to put his name out there, that actually is on the inside with Microsoft and Black Tusk Studios and so on and so forth. Now, many of us Gears of War fans have been wanting Gears of War Collection for the Xbox One, so long as it doesn't have the same issues as Halo Master Chief Collection, which still is broken. Apparently, on a quick sidebar, Halo Master Chief Collection, the online was having issues to the point where they had to cancel an event for online championships. So, saying that.
But that does nothing. That's nothing to do with the actual game's infrastructure. That's nothing to do with the studio, Alex.
No, I get that. I get that. But what I'm saying is the point tying in. If they are gonna do Gears of War 1 Remastered, which should have been Gears of War 1, 2, and 3 trilogy and whatnot, but I guess that they're trying to do special attention to each game. But Gears of War Remastered is on the way. It's all but confirmed. It's just, I was just hoping for a trilogy pack, but you know, I was thinking that they were gonna do a new Gears of War game. You know, like, but I guess they probably, with the writing, with Gears of War, how Gears of War 3 ended, the story ended conclusively. So there's nothing you could really do outside of that, unless you reboot it, or do more interquel games, or side stories, or whatever. But with that being said, it's getting the royal treatment. It's gonna be like the PC version. It's gonna have 60 frames per second in gameplay, and apparently all the cutscenes are gonna be redone, retouched up, and all that good stuff. But here's my problem with this. I believe remastering of games like God of War is getting a remaster, and then all this other stuff. That's another way for a company to charge you again for the same content, this shinier graphic. This is why backwards compatibility, which we knew was supposed to be coming to the Xbox One, just didn't happen. It's more profitable for the companies to say, alright, I got my Gears of War 1 disc. I have Gears of War for gaming for Windows Live on this PC right here, right? But let's charge them again for the Xbox One. Like,
Yeah, but that statement right there alone is only for, you know, not to make it seem like I'm fucked up, but that's for the stupid people. If the stupid people want to go out and spend more money on the same game that they bought 3 fucking times, then allow that person, the consumer, to waste their money. If you want to be one of the smart people, you got a 360 version of the game, you got a PC version of the game, don't buy it.
That's
I
the
agree.
problem, though. There's too many stupid people out there.
I agree.
Well, then,
Anyone
that
that works in tech support or customer care or sales or retail knows that.
Yeah, I agree. And however, they always try to put something in there that's gonna make you want to get it. Like, for instance, I'm pretty sure some of these stupid people didn't get DLC, right? For the 360 one. I bet you all the DLC will be available for this. That, you know, right out of
The question
gate.
would be: is this going to be full priced or reduced pricing?
Now that's
No
another
one
good
knows.
point. It should be at a reduced price because that game did already come out.
Yeah, if it's a reduced price, that's not a problem then. I mean, if they want to charge a full 60, fuck them. But if, you know, $20, $30, depending on if they throw all the games in there in one cartridge or one cartridge. Jesus Christ, I'm old.
Oh yeah, we're
I
back.
I know how you feel, Alex. Now.
Unbelievable.
But yeah, I mean, if they throw all 3 games in for 60, that may not be too bad. Because they could just build one engine and throw all the shit in there. But it all depends on how greedy they want to be. If they want to charge full price, go fuck themselves. But they're going to give it at a discount. It's not so bad. I don't, I want to feel too bad if people bought it. But You know, I would love to see a few games remastered, but those games are 20 plus years old. Gears of War is less than 10 years old, right?
Yeah, and it's getting the royal treatment. Not only that, too, it's just when you look at Halo Master Chief Collection, that was a full price game, but you got 4 games and ODSTs coming for free. You know what I mean? So that it's like if you think about it, okay, that's kind of worth it. But Gears of War 1 Remastered, they're gonna have to really think about that pricing, before they do anything with that. So Chris, you brought up some good points, but I want to give you some time to anything that you didn't hit, and then Nelson, and then we can bring that topic to a close.
That's about it. My main concern is that you want to rehash old stuff. I'm not gonna hate on you too much for that. As long as you give it at a fair price. I mean, I'm still pissed off at From Software for doing what they did with Dark Souls 2. I'll probably pick it up when it's on sale.
Give some details what they did.
Oh, they did the DirectX 11 upgrade. I don't even think, because initially they did the advertisements where it's like they were gonna make it seem like the lighting was much more dynamic than it is. Like there would be one source of light in this part of the dungeon, and you needed a torch wherever you went, which wasn't the case. There was enough lighting to see everything where you went.
Yeah. So
that was actually a big pain point for the game before launch. But people loved Dark Souls 1 so much they bought it. I was one of those people. I like Dark Souls 2. I never played Demon Souls, so I don't have a point of comparison. But people say that's the cream of the crop for that series.
Okay.
If they ever release Demon Souls on PC, I'm definitely going to pick that up.
Okay.
But they did a DirectX 11 upgrade, which is going to look more like the graphics of the original. But I don't think they're doing the original lighting effects, which adds a whole new difficulty. And as far as I'm aware, no one's made a patch or an add-on for that yet. I haven't really been following it, so there may be something like that.
Yeah.
But I'm not aware of anything like that. But they want to charge $20 for this full DirectX 11 upgrade, even though that's with a full discount because I own the game in all 3 DLCs. Yeah. But frankly, I'm not going to pay $20 for a game I'm probably not going to play through again.
Okay.
But if it's on sale, I'll probably do it. I might stream it. But I got a budget. I got credit cards to pay off and everything else. So, until we start getting handed free copies of games, I gotta pick where my time goes and where my money goes.
I got you. And Nelson, bring us home. Any final words on this topic of Gears of War money grabbing rehash?
I mean, again, they do this because certain people demand on it within the forums, and they would like to see a game that's done better with the future technology that we have came across recently. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all, but it's like I said, a lot of people bitch and complain about like, oh, but they're gonna charge $60. Oh, I already got this game on the 360. Why are they doing this? Then don't get the game. Like, honestly, because I hate people who say that and then still get the game.
drag your console out of the fucking closet, or don't fucking sell it. That's what.
Or just don't sell it. But the thing is like no one knows what the future holds. No one knew they was gonna make an updated Gears of War game like 10 years later. No one knew of this. I mean, that's understandable. But guys, you have to really think on it. If you really like the game and you really liked the console, you would keep it in its old time relic as it is, if it's on the 360.
But to play devil's advocate though, it's like I was saying, these people who are asking for it were a lot like me, and I know me and you, Nelson, went back and forth over it. Like, it's like, okay, I was a big advocate for saying, hey, bring the backwards compatibility to these systems, you know what I mean? But we didn't get that, right?
But now, it's all depending on
it's a thing of convenience
person.
too, like, because maybe, like I was saying, I don't want to have my system or my desk in front of the TV with all these consoles on it. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. I don't like clutter, So, yeah, I mean, it's convenient for some to just say, hey, you know what? Let me get this. Boom. It's easier. It's one console. Yeah, I can do all my stuff on one thing. Some folks like the streamline. And, we can't fault them for it. And me being a person that understands that, it's just that, they could have done a way to do the backwards compatibility and wouldn't have a need for this. You know, but it's what
Yeah,
it is,
but
man.
then again, it just sounds like we're talking about personal perspective when it comes to backwards compatibility. I mean, you just said it yourself. You're not a type of person that likes to have a bunch of consoles and a bunch of clutter,
Yeah.
but you want backwards compatibility because it'll make it more convenient for you. Some people
And
might
remember,
not
Nelson, like
want.
I was telling you, it's not just me. It's not just me.
No, but I'm saying
There's a
like
lot
we're,
of
we're
folks.
saying it we're saying it for the sake of like the show. We're
Mhm.
saying it for the sake of the show. Like, yeah, there's many people out there that wants backwards compatibility. You all might be in a financial state where
Mhm.
you can't be just buying game after game after game, but yet you want all these remakes and all this other shit to come out, and you have like a bunch of consoles. Well, to see the asshole in me would be like, well, just get a bigger space and house all these consoles. That would be the asshole in me. The other part of me would just be like, just make do of what you have, sell what you got, and if you guarantee there's a remake in order for your favorite game coming out, you can do away with the console and just get it for your current next gen console that
Like
you
an
have
upgrade.
now.
Like
Yes, like an initial upgrade. So it's really fickle because I know some people are not wanting to throw away something that they spend $400 or $500 on a console and $60-$70 on a fucking game or a limited edition game that they purchased, but we live in a time where people are smart enough to either say, hey, I'll put it in storage, make space for the new next gen consoles. If I want to go backwards, I can retake it out or whatever. Or just be like some people on the internet. Just mod the living shit out of your consoles and make it to like a triple quad decker fucking thing where you can play Super Nintendo, Genesis, Game
Oh,
Boy
yeah,
Advance,
yeah,
and
yeah,
all
Chris
this
knows
other
about
shit
that.
on it.
Yeah, be like the one guy in UK who made his console play 33 different fucking consoles.
There you
Unbelievable.
go.
How
Yeah,
in
that
the
guy,
world?
that
There
guy
you
spent like
go.
10 years making that shit. It was hilarious. It's the
Yeah,
most
and it
awesome-
worked though, and it worked.
Yeah, and
But-
on one controller. That was the hard part, getting everything to work on one controller.
Mm-hmm. Well,
So
hey,
you-
but Nelson,
guys
you made
can
it.
do
You
that.
made a good point. Like, yeah, if there's a game that you really want, you can upgrade to the next system. And but what if one of the games that you want gets remastered, but another game on that path console doesn't? So it's like now
Then
you
you
gotta
have
choose.
to be one of those people like me that has to buy a storage unit and house all your old shit.
Mhm.
That's it, because you,
But
honestly,
then again, we don't want to sound like the companies. You know what I mean? Like we're the consumers, we're gamers. You know,
yeah,
the
but
companies
we're
are
confined.
thinking like, you know,
We're-
oh yeah, you know, hey, remember with the whole Xbox DRM? Hey, get an online thing. You know what I mean? And Matt Trick didn't understand that not everybody has access to high-speed internet and whatnot, and that put a lot of people off. You know, so I get what you're saying. It's like, hey, get this. And say, you know, and now see with my motorcycle folks, you got people who, oh, I can't do this. Just basic maintenance on your machine. Oh, I can't get these tires. I can't get this rim. Then don't do the habit. Because it's like, with that, if you skimp or you're a cheap rider, something's going to happen. You're going to fall, and that's your life. You know, so. But here, if you got folks like Chris was saying, folks got to prioritize. You got to pick and choose. If you really want something, you'll make it happen.
Yeah.
That's the case.
And if people can't make it happen, I know I am one of those people that's not fortunate to have every console or every game like I used to about 7-8 years ago. I had to give them up. Like, it was a hard decision. But guess what, guys? Some of these new consoles have virtual console emulators built into them, like the Wii and the Wii U. I can get all my old games that I used to have, get them on there.
Yeah.
Some of them I can get back on the PC through Steam, which even gives me for a lower price. Like, there's options out there, you just have to find it. And if you can't find it and you're as old as probably as my uncle, which is like nearly
Or
going
Alex.
on 60, or Alex, that's nearly going on
And you
60 years
co-signed it.
old.
And you co-signed it. Unbelievable.
And-
you know what? This podcast is over.
And when you have all these options, you guys have to do what he does. He has every console, but he has to put all of them in a storage unit and keep what he really wants in his house to be able to use, because it's a lot of space taken up. Like Alex said, we don't have a mansion to throw all this shit in. You know what I'm saying? So
gamers on a budget. That's what we should have been called. The new gaming order. Gamers on a budget. Right.
it's not too late to change.
We can start
Well,
getting show gamers on a budget and just talk about sales.
Unbelievable. All right, so New Game in Order. This topic can probably run forever, but mainly Gears of War is getting that remaster. Let us know what you think. Leave your comments in the description, and in the comment section. I'll put the link to the article in the description. Shout out to Full Screen, and for those who are watching live and our YouTube folks, we really appreciate you. We're I think going into PSAs for the next segment, so stick with us and we'll see you in the next segment.